Mr. Flippin?
Thank you. I'm Ken Flippin with the U.S. Green Building Council Texas chapter, and we are on this bill. We want to thank you, Senator Johnson, for bringing this bill forward, but we are on it and not for it because we think it's definitely not strong enough. I want to take the statement that was just made that currently they're wanting to set a goal that they've already been achieving, overachieving. Point out that there are several things in this bill that we support. I have given you all written testimony. There's several things that are similar to what's been suggested that we think need to be changed. We think there should be a long-term goal. We think that low-income percentage should be higher. We think that it should be 5% instead of 3%. All these things. We've communicated with your office, these things. We've looked at the committee substitute. Again, I think the problem here is not that we don't want to do the right thing or you don't want to do the right thing. I think even the utilities want to do the right thing, to be honest. What we have here, in my estimation, is what I call a two masters problem. Y'all may remember the parable. You can't serve two masters. Jesus said, you'll either love one and hate the other, or you'll serve one and despise the other. You can't serve God and money. And essentially that's what's happening here. We've got two bodies that determine what these utilities are going to do. One of them is this body, and it's appropriate. We're regulating this industry, telling them what they should do. But they also have stakeholders, shareholders. And every decision that they make, whether it's the number of lobbyists that outnumber us 20-1, or it's the amount of money that they spend, it all tilts it to the point that money makes the difference. Profit for those shareholders makes the difference. So my appeal is actually to the shareholders of Encore, AET, CenterPoint. Let's do what's right for this bill to save more Texans, to save more energy, and do what's right. Thank you.
Thank you. Members, questions?
Chairman?
All right. Senator Johnson.
Thank you. Appreciate your testimony from the prior panel and both of you up here right now. I did want to point out a couple of things. Ma'am, you testified about costs associated with being a renter, and I very much appreciate that. We do have another bill regarding helping everybody who struggles with utility bills that we'll hopefully hear later this session. But in the meantime, I wanted to point out in the bill that REPs do have the ability to work with landlords to have a kind of a bulk program to achieve greater savings, and we hope that people will avail of that. And then the other thing, when it comes to the goals and not meeting them all the way, and I do think we can have higher aspirations. This is a good step. But the second part of the bill takes a market approach to them outperforming their goals. There is an incentive in there if you meet your goals. So utilities and the REPs do have an incentive to outperform. And so we're hoping that gets us a little further towards what we're all hoping we can achieve.
Thank you. The panel is excused. And with that, we're going to close public testimony on Senate Bill 2994 and leave this bill pending.